What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubeverse? Sorry, I haven't really done many videos today. I've been busy and been doing some stuff. This little guy's got some new toys. He likes kicker toys. This is his first experience with a kicker toy, and he went right to that. So I'm glad I got that for him. He's got that right there too if he gets bored with the other one. My goodness, buddy, you really like that, huh? That's so good. But I just wanted to say hi and hello and what is going on, everyone out there in the YouTubeverse and everything. I'm doing great, actually. I have, in fact, not going to get into too much detail, but I actually have been finding some stuff out about me personally, my spiritual walk in life, and all the good and stuff that I feel is coming my way, and it's a long time coming probably because, like I've been saying in the past in other videos, my 20s is not the best ride of or chapter or the best of any kind of thing, any kind of metaphor or simile you'd want to use to describe a portion within your life that I did not do well at all. And with that, I actually detrimented myself greatly to learn, to grow, and to be the person I need to be through that time. So I'm playing a lot of catch up, and I've been doing a lot of soul searching, researching, things like that. Cutting back on the alcohol. Like I said, I've not quit completely. I actually, every once in a while, like every other day to every few days or something, grab something, and I'd always make it small. So, like, yesterday, I had one Mike's Hard Lemonade. It was one of the Tall Boy ones, so it was probably 1.5's worth of hard lemonade. But that's it. There's wine bottles in the cabinet that are still sealed. I didn't bust into or anything. One, they belong to my roommate, but two, it's just not good. But I can always drink it and replace it and this, that, the other. But I don't. I was doing that, and with that clarity, I've been learning a lot of cool things about myself personally, and I don't really care to go into detail about it or anything. This is my walk, this is my thing, and you can see what it's doing for me from episode to episode of this stuff that I do, and you can just see it. You'll see it. And it's awesome. And I won't get into too much detail because that's for me. That's for me to know and for me to work on. Maybe one day I can talk about it. Maybe one day I can get more into details about things. But it's one of those things that sounds like you need to put a tinfoil hat on to listen to me talk because I'm very spiritual about this stuff. God is the universe kind of thing, I'm very much Christianish. I studied a lot of the Bible. If there's any good book I studied the most, it's the Bible. I did some looking into other books and stuff, Buddhist teachings and stuff is probably the second most thing I've looked into. And through some of those other things, this is where I'm kind of discovering things about myself and stuff, signs and stuff through my life and things about me that's making me realize more and more what I'm doing here on this channel and what I'm doing for these animals and everything. These guys, stuff like this just comes to me. I didn't even find him. Someone brought him into the store. And I'm having so much trouble finding him a home, but look at this little guy. He is just a funny little dude. He's a kitten of major happiness and playfulness. He sleeps in laps. He's litter trained. And for some reason, I'm having trouble finding him a home, but I am enjoying the company and learning so much every moment just being with the cat, because I've never lived with a cat like this. I've had roommates with cats. I've worked with cats. I've never slept next to one. I've never had one come up and cuddle next to me when I'm laying down. I've never had one jump on my lap or chase my feet or look me in the eyes with the way they do, They have staring contests with you. And all that cool stuff I never knew. So, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. And with that new experience and what I've been learning about myself, I'm just so thankful because part of the reason why I got there was actually you guys, believe it or not. For the past year or so, when I first started this channel, I was in tatters. I, I, I was drinking in the morning. I'd wait to get sober enough so I can drive and do work. And then I just go right back to drinking again the moment I got home. You know? If I wasn't working, I was drinking all day. I just didn't go anywhere. I was bad with it to my body, but I did the smart thing. I never got behind the wheel when doing this, and I implore you guys out there to do the same. If you do drink something, do not get behind the wheel. There were times in the mornings where I probably didn't even let myself sober up fully. I blown something small on a breathalyzer if I was ever pulled over. I didn't feel that way, but when you're drinking like that, that's a whole other story. So even with me thinking I was being careful, there might have been mornings or afternoons or something where I went out to work or something and probably reeked of alcohol or something. You know, it's bad. It's bad. So even doing what I did then, which is sadly as short ago as 8 months ago, 6 to 8 months ago, maybe. Because, no, probably even, no, oh my gosh. We're talking like 3 or 4 months ago, people, actually, with that. And then I started drinking just at night in those times, but I was drinking every night and drinking until I almost passed out or until it was gone. I was getting better because I found the new job with this new pet store. I started meeting some really cool people through this store and started making some good friends. Even one day when they were making jokes, because I work well with animals. I am, at the store that I work at, the most intelligent when it comes to animal knowledge. Do I know everything? No. I would say I don't even know half as much as what you should know to know everything about animals, honestly. Right, little buddy? We're learning so much. And then so even though I get respect for it and people do appreciate my knowledge and thank me for what I do, and I'm thankful that they find that a good thing, because I used to work with deli bakeries and stuff, didn't really feel very appreciated. They came in, them glasses ain't working, you can't see my eyes. People would come in and say this, that, the other, I want this, that, the other, and it would be back and forth. And then that was stressful because I was always shorthanded with people not coming in or something. I remember I was running a deli and the bakery side by myself for the 4 hours of opening, because when you get in to do bakery work, you're in like 3 or 4 in the morning. Like, you are in work by then. So, and then do that, get that, and then no one showed up to the deli side when we actually opened the department for 4 hours on top of that. So stuff like that was a norm at the neighborhood Walmart I used to work at for that, and that was a mess. And even then, that was when I was doing bad things. That was years ago, thankfully. I've passed many years not being like that. But I don't want to keep you guys too long. I can go on and on because, dude, I'm just lucky. But through all that mess, through all that hoopla, I decided to do a channel. At first, the channel was more so in my mind to document the animals. At the time I started it, I was already rehoming animals. I had some pass away on me for illness or something, and it made me sad. I have my husky, a picture of him on the mantle, but I'm not going to be able to get a picture framed for every single animal, fish, reptile I've ever taken care of or owned. Not owned. Owned's a bad word. Sorry. Got lucky to befriend is a better term. Befriended. Because I do not consider myself owning a single living creature. Buddy. I'm just lucky enough that they want to hang out with me, is what the big takeaway on that is. You know? I've messed up, and I probably don't deserve a lot what I get, you know? But I stand. I've gone through so many trials, a lot of them self-inflicted, so no pity needed. But I'm saying this because I'm not the only one. I know this is becoming more and more of a norm as stress and anxiety overtake people. And you got the internet and you have all this crazy high negative energy sort of things with the pranks, the shoutings, the people. There's people shouting at people to get better. And they're claiming that anger is the key to being a better you, to be angry. No, and that kind of stuff is a mess, dude. We don't want. No, we don't need that, because what that do is what's causing all the problems now. Hate causes wars. Hate causes miscommunication. Hate causes lies and sadness and even death. Whereas, oh my goodness, I'm kidding. Where love and stuff doesn't do that. It does the exact opposite. And it finds a way to help people. It finds a way to make you and those around you better. So that's a bit of what I've been learning and working on. Especially more recently, I found out some really cool stuff. So you're never too old to learn, and you're never too young to teach. So get out there, open your mind, think about some things, read some positive stuff, look at some positive videos, and then sit, meditate, and think on good things. And go from there. You'll figure out what you need to do as you do that more and more. With that, peace out. And I think this might be the only video for today because, again, crazy good day, but a lot's going on. And I have a lot to meditate and think on myself. And the cat really wants to play right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have some kitten play time with the little kitty cat here. And y'all have a good one.